So as Israel is now resuming its just war in Gaza, rightly, no doubt we are going to see all kinds of accusations and smears against Israel. I even saw already Piers Morgan on Twitter saying it's unacceptable that Israel's done this. You know absolutely nothing about the strikes that Israel's done, who's been targeted, how it's doing it. You know that the reason of Israel's cause in going into Gaza is to try and wipe out Hamas. It's just utter riding on the waves of hysteria. But anyway, the point is that we're going to be seeing all kinds of hysteria, and it's important that we, as Jews, as supporters of Israel, are able to dismantle the lies and at the very least know in our hearts what the truth is, because people do their utmost to demoralize the pro-Israel side. And I want to show you something that I found to be really entertaining but also really helpful, which is to look at the contradictions in the Palestinian narrative. This is something that Hillel Fuld put together, brother of the late Ari Fuld, by the way, who was murdered by Palestinian terrorists. Now, he goes through on Twitter recently, he's gone through all kinds of contradictions that exist in the Palestinian narrative, and he's not talking about historical inaccuracies, not even talking about the conflict. Forget anything you know about the Middle East, just looking at basic statements that we hear from the anti-Israel side. So let's go through some of them. Number one, there's no food in Gaza. Gaza is starving. Israel is using starvation as a weapon. Israel is committing war crimes. Also, they say the hostages are fed very well. Who's going to tell them that these two things contradict each other and can't coexist? Next, let's boycott all Israeli things. Let's even boycott companies not in Israel because their founder is Jewish, like Starbucks. But most importantly, no matter what, let's never use Israeli products. Also, please can you send us water, electricity, gas, and internet? 3. Globalize the Intifada. Let's start a violent uprising, blow ourselves up in cafes and buses, and kill as many Jews and Westerners as we can. Also, ceasefire now. Alrighty then. 4. Israel is committing genocide in Gaza. They're killing so many people. Gaza is destroyed. There's no hope. Nothing left. Also, we've defeated the Zionists. Victory is ours. Okay. By the way, Hillel makes a great point where he says that the so-called genocide in Gaza is the only genocide where the people being victimized could end it in a split second if they simply released hostages or said, we're going to stop fighting. I mean, imagine if the Jews said we're going to stop fighting in the Warsaw Ghetto uprising. Would the Nazis have stopped? It's sick. 5. October 7th was our proudest day. We'll do it over and over. Rape is resistance. We even live streamed it for your viewing pleasure. Also, October 7th never happened. The Zionists made it up. I'll have what they're smoking. 6. Are we on 6? I think it's number 6. Gaza was an open-air prison. That's why Hamas attacked. Gaza was unlivable. It was hell. Also, Gaza was paradise. Look what the Zionists did. They ruined an amazing place. Okay. 7. Refugees. We are refugees. We deserve to settle in our land. Also, leave Gaza? No way. It's our home. I don't know how to tell you this, but one cannot be a refugee in their own home. I think you were absent that day in school when they defined what a refugee is. Are we on 8? I think it's 8. I'm not an anti-Semite, I just hate Zionists. Also, let's attack random Jews and Jewish institutions, even though they have absolutely nothing to do with Israel. 9. Genocide. The Zionists are killing indiscriminately. This is a war crime. Ethnic cleansing. Also, kill all the Jews and kick the rest out of them. Kick the rest out of them out of all Muslim countries. Okay. 10. From the river to the sea, erase all of Israel. They don't have a right to exist. Also, two-state solution. An Arab state alongside a Jewish one. But didn't you just say... 11. We follow our holy Quran. We are very devout Muslims. Also, let's rape innocent women and children. Some religion. 12. Let's fire tens of thousands of rockets into Israeli cities and kidnap random Israelis from their beds. And, oh my gosh, Israel is killing indiscriminately. 13. We care so much about the Palestinians, we will fight for them till our last drop of blood. Also, take them into our country? Yeah, no, hard pass. Got it. 14. We want to sacrifice our kids so they die as shahidim, martyrs. That's our greatest source of pride. We'll even use our kids as human shields. And then, I can't believe it. Look how our kids are being killed by the Zionists. What did they ever do? Wow. 15. The Holocaust, it's a Jewish invention. It never happened. Followed up by, Hitler was right. He should have finished the job. So did it happen or not? I'm confused. 16. The Palestinians deserve a state. Give them a state. That's all they want. The Palestinians? A state alongside Israel? No thanks. We had that offer many times. We don't want a state. We want no Israel. We say it loud and clear. Not sure how you're not getting it. Precisely. So Hillel Fuld continues by saying, like I said, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to realize the Palestinian narrative is one big lie that contradicts itself. The only way a normal, rational person could possibly believe their lies is if they're blinded by something else. Like Jew hatred, for example. If you think there's more lies and contradictions, because there are so many, please comment in the video description here and we can keep the list running, because all you need is a bit of truth, a bit of light in a dark room to puncture all these ridiculous lies. Hi, thank you so much for watching. To watch another one, click here. To stay up to date with all our content, click here to subscribe. And if you're able to, you can help support JTV to grow and grow by clicking join below this video, where you can become a member and get perks including early access to videos and private live discussions with me. But most of all, you'll be partnering with us on our mission to change the world.